5 Facts about bridges. A bridge is a structure built to span a physical obstacle, such as a body of water, valley, road, or rail, without blocking the way underneath. It is constructed for the purpose of providing passage over the obstacle, which is usually something that is otherwise difficult or impossible to cross. There are many different designs of bridges, each serving a particular purpose and applicable to different situations. Designs of bridges vary depending on factors such as the function of the bridge, the nature of the terrain where the bridge is constructed and anchored, and the material used to make it and the funds available to build it. The prototypical bridge is quite simple: 2 supports holding up a beam. The supports must be strong enough to hold the structure up, and the span between supports must be strong enough to carry the loads. Spans are generally made as short as possible. There are 3 main bridge areas which include all the basic components of bridge: foundation, substructure, and superstructure. Bridges are complex structures, and since they can be made with many different materials and truss types, their components are almost too numerous to count. Bridges are held by a pile. A pile is a vertical support structure that's used, in part, to hold up a bridge. It can be made of wood, concrete, or steel. A pile is hammered into the soil beneath the bridge until the end of it reaches the hard sublayer of compacted soil or rock below. Bridges can be anchored to the ground by bridge anchorage. Bridge anchorages are essentially solid rock or massive concrete blocks in which the bridge is grounded. There are 7 different types of bridges: arch bridge, beam bridge, cantilever bridge, suspension bridge, cable-stayed bridge, tied arch bridge, truss bridge. An arch bridge is a bridge with abutments at each end shaped as a curved arch. Arch bridges work by transferring the weight of the bridge and its load partially into a horizontal thrust restrained by the abutments at either side. Beam bridges, also known as stringer bridges, are the simplest structural forms for bridge spans supported by an abutment or pier at each end. No moments are transferred throughout the support, hence their structural type is known as simply supported. Cantilever bridge is a bridge built using cantilevers, structures that project horizontally into space, supported on only one end. A balcony protruding from a building would be an example of a cantilever. For small footbridges, the cantilevers may be simple beams. However, large cantilever bridges designed to handle road or rail traffic use trusses built from structural steel, or box girders built from pre-stressed concrete. The Haßfurt Bridge over the Main River in Germany with a central span of 38 meters was completed in 1867 and is recognized as the first modern cantilever bridge. Suspension bridge, one subgroup within this, being the best known type, that encompasses bridges in which the deck, the load-bearing portion, is hung below suspension cables on vertical suspenders. The suspension cables must be anchored at each end of the bridge since any load applied to the bridge is transformed into a tension in these main cables. The main cables continue beyond the pillars to deck-level supports, and further continue to connections with anchors in the ground. A cable-stayed bridge has one or more towers, from which cables support the bridge deck. A distinctive feature are the cables or stays, which run directly from the tower to the deck, normally forming a fan-like pattern or a series of parallel lines. This is in contrast to the modern suspension bridge, where the cables supporting the deck are suspended vertically from the main cable, anchored at both ends of the bridge and running between the towers. The cable-stayed bridge is optimal for spans longer than cantilever bridge and shorter than suspension bridges. A tied arch bridge is an arch bridge in which the outward directed horizontal forces of the arches are borne as tension by a cord tying the arch ends, rather than by the ground or the bridge foundations. This strengthened cord may be the deck structure itself or consist of separate, deck-independent tie rods. A truss bridge is a bridge whose load-bearing superstructure is composed of a truss, a structure of connected elements, usually forming triangular units. The connected elements, typically straight, may be stressed from tension, compression, or sometimes both, in response to dynamic loads. A truss bridge is economical to construct because it uses materials efficiently. A toll bridge is a bridge where a monetary charge, or toll, is required to pass over. Generally, the private or public owner, builder and maintainer of the bridge uses the toll to recoup their investment, in much the same way as a toll road. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe our channel.